You're welcome to our live session of this morning. This is Real World with Susan. If this is the first time you are seeing us, this is a platform that gives clarity on purpose and faith. So, guys, you're welcome. How was the weekend? The weekend to some of us was not funny. Yeah, so it's still telling. But anyhow, I will need to be here. Yeah, we need to be here for you guys. So we are up. We are up, we are up. Anywhere you are, we are out. Come up, come up, come up, come up. It's time for our Monday session. And you know that every day we come up with different topics on this platform. And the topics have been so wonderful. They have been wonderful so far, yeah. But then last week we treated a topic and the network was something else, right? And we could not conclude it. That was on Wednesday. We treated why you must protect your peace this year, right? And then we could not finish it. We want to finish it up this morning. Yes. And then for you, if you were not there, is another opportunity to get a clue to what we did last week. So everyone, you are welcome to Real World with Susan. So this morning we want to look at why you must protect your peace in 2026. And that last week we did explain that peace is not weakness. It's not. But the fact that I need peace, I want to let go, I want to heal, I want to find joy, I want to be okay, does not mean I'm weak, does not mean I don't know what I'm doing, does not mean I'm scared, right? It means I'm strong and then I have a bearing. I know where I'm going to, I know the direction I'm going to, I know what I want in life. Yeah. So we said peace is not avoiding responsibility. We did mention that peace is not you running away from responsibility. This is what you need to do, but then because you don't want anybody to say anything, excuse me, you don't want anyone to say anything that will affect you, you shy away from that thing. No, 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 no. Peace means you doing it, bringing up people who can support you. Those who don't want to support you, you let them be. That is peace. So peace is not shying away from your responsibility. Welcoming everyone coming in. We want to complete what we started on Wednesday and we couldn't because of the network. Why you must protect your peace in 2026. We are doing a little recap already. We did mention last week that peace is not weakness. Because I want peace, I am struggling for peace does not mean I'm weak. No. And then peace is not avoiding responsibility. Whatever I need to do, I have to do it, right? If this is the responsibility committed to my hands, I should be able to do it. Yes, no, I don't want problems, so I will not do it. Just find someone else to do it for you. I'm on my own. That is not peace, right? Peace is not ignoring reality. This is the reality of things right now. We need to face it squarely. No, me, I'm not for that. I want to be a gentleman, a gentlewoman. I need my peace. I need my space. That is not peace. Reality, whatever is the reality of the day, face it and do it. Just use wisdom in doing it. For instance, you are in an office and then there is a job, there is something, a deadline for you guys to meet. And some people are in your custody. Work with them to ensure you meet that deadline. Not because one or two are not ready to carry out the assignment. You now abandon it that me, I don't want problem, I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want anything that will raise issue, let's just forget about it. No, work with those ones that are ready to work with you. Make sure you achieve your goal, then you can forward this order to, report them, or anything that is necessary to be done to them. But then don't allow what they are doing to affect you. Yes. So peace is not avoiding responsibility, is not shying away from reality. Face your reality and deal with it. But then do that with wisdom. Peace is not being passive. Being passive, you don't have your stand, anything, because I want peace. Anything anyone says, anything that happens around me is free. I'm a peaceful woman. I love peace. Then I have my boundaries, right? There are things I don't do, there are places I don't go, there are communications I don't involve myself. That is okay. But then that does not mean I will not say anything. Even if something is going on wrongly, I don't say anything. I want to be quiet. I want to be peaceful. No, I will say something with wisdom. Anything wrong must be corrected, right? But then I do it wisely. Peace is not passive. All right, so what exactly is peace? Yes. If peace is not obvious, what exactly is peace? Peace is emotional discipline. Yes. You don't allow things to just control your emotion. You have the right to control your emotion. Someone can be doing anything, right? But that person does not have the right to control how you feel about what he or she is doing. So, peace is you having emotional discipline. You don't allow your emotion to fall for anything. Yeah, someone just made one statement and then you are gone. Everything about you is gone. No, they can keep making their statements as long as you are doing the right thing. You stay calm. Within you don't allow it enter. You feel as if you are not hearing anything. Feel as if nothing is happening around you. Emotional discipline. Peace is spiritual maturity. You should have a level of maturity spiritually. That is why this platform, there is no how we can say anything without involving God, right? We can't talk about spiritual maturity without God. God is the one that will give you that grace, give you that power in that aspect. So when it comes to spiritual things, you can fight your spiritual battles and then you are fine. That is peace. You are not the type that you go in and you cannot sleep because of fear, intimidation, whatever. Take it to your Father in heaven and settle everything. Spiritual maturity. We saw that in Philippians 4 verse 7. The peace of God will guard your heart and mind. The peace of God will guard. What we are talking about is the issue of the mind, your heart, right? When the mind is not settled, peace is far, 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 far from that mind. Then when it's peace of God, the peace of God comes in, it guards that mind. It protects that heart from getting tensed up, from getting disturbed, from worries. Oh, it can be that you don't have anything, like financially you are not strong, but yet you are at peace. Some will have all the amount they think they can have on it, yet they are tense within. That is why at little provocation, oh, that person flares up. So, peace is emotional maturity. All right. Why do you think you are losing your peace without noticing? We mentioned that last week also. Why do people lose their peace without noticing? Guys, remember we are doing recap of what we treated last week. Then we continue with what the remaining part. Overexposure to negative content, we mentioned it, that when you overexpose yourself to negative content, you lose your peace without noticing, without realizing. No matter the content, no matter where it's coming from, as long as it's not adding value, as long as it's not supporting you, it's already a negative one. as long as it speaks contrary to your goal, as long as it speaks contrary to the setup of your home that has been peaceful, as long as it speaks contrary to whatever you are doing that you know is correct, right? And then that thing is coming to shatter it. There was an example of a man, your wife has been doing something a particular way, and then you have been fine with it, you're okay with it. Now all of a sudden, not that what she's doing is bad, but all of a sudden you listen to a content, and then the expectation increased, your expectation of her increased. That content is already a negative one to you, because that expectation might not be met, and then peace will be harvested from your relationship. So anything that takes away peace is not a positive content to you. So when you expose yourself to negative content, you lose your peace without even knowing it. We also did mention that arguing with people committed to misunderstanding you. When you always argue with people who are perpetually, in fact, they have signed their life to misunderstanding you, then you know that you will keep losing your peace without you knowing it. Some people are good at that. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's exactly what you say they will use against you. Maybe next time you are saying another thing so that you can mend the former one. They will still pick from that one you are saying presently to use against you. And that is what they love doing. That is what they always do. When you are committed to explaining yourself to people who are perpetually giving to misunderstanding you, you will keep losing your peace without knowing it. At the time you sit and say, wait, what is happening? Why is this person doing this to me? Why is she doing? Why is he doing? While you are thinking about that, peace will be going. Leave whoever wants to misunderstand you, provided you are not doing a wrong thing. Remember, we don't support anything wrong on this platform, but then we are of the opinion that if you are doing something right and then anyone is misunderstanding you, you don't owe them understanding. You owe yourself, you owe your God, you owe your future understanding. Provided God knows what you are doing is not wrong, provided what you are doing is not, go ahead, keep doing it. Some are committed to misunderstanding you, don't mind them. The next way people lose their peace without knowing is trying to prove themselves. When you try to prove yourself constantly, when you keep getting wrong, so you do one thing or the other to prove that you were right the first time, then they are not understanding. You want to do another thing to prove, another thing happen, you want to do another one to prove. When you keep proving, you keep losing yourself, and even you will not know that you're already losing yourself. So don't prove to anyone. Do the right thing and remain there. They will get to understand later. Maybe by then it will be too late, right? But then you will not lose yourself. Staying in a draining relationship, and we mentioned it also. When you are staying in a draining relationship, you lose yourself without getting to know. You lose your peace. Draining relationship. Oh, anytime you wake up, anytime you think about the man, think about the woman, your energy is gone, your mental ability is scattered, everything about you is gone. You are being drained, be it emotionally, financially, mentally, physically, any area of draining. When you remain in such relationship, you lose your peace gradually. Yes, that is why some people, you know them to be very jovial, very free, and then all of a sudden you are seeing a different version altogether. This person cannot see anything again. This person is always quiet. What is wrong with you? Nothing. I'm fine. But you are not looking fine. I think I'm feeling somehow. I'm feeling somehow. Tomorrow, what is wrong with you? I don't even know. Such a one is losing peace gradually as a result of a draining relationship. So when you see that you are being drained, something is going out of you. Mentally, you are losing it. Psychologically, you are not there. Spiritually, you are going. Financially, you are going bankrupt because of that relationship. Please, if it's draining, it's not by force. So when you remain in a draining relationship, you lose your peace without knowing it. If it's not working, it's not working. Provided it's not the spiritual aspect. When it's spiritual aspect, you deal with it spiritually, yes. Because when you go into relationship, especially the one that is heading towards marriage, there are powers that will say no, it will not work, depending on where you are coming from. Yes. Each family have their own different battles, whether you believe it or not. Take it from me, right? Find out the one that is your own. Some they don't marry early. Yes, no woman or no man in that home marries early. Some you see their men very old before talking about marriage, and it's a consistent something. Whatever happens consistently around you, don't take it as normal. Take that from me this morning. You will keep repeating the same cycle when you take it as normal. As far as it's a repetition, there is repetition somewhere. Take it seriously. Deal with it spiritually. Now, apart from that, when you are in a relationship and then it's draining, it's not working, why wasting your life on it? Move ahead. So when you remain in a draining relationship, you lose your peace without knowing it. And then when you compare your timeline with others, my friends, they have achieved this, they have achieved that, they have achieved it, but me, what? Stop comparing your timeline with anyone. Your destinies differ, right? The journey you are embarking on differs. Everything about you, just as your faces, complexion, height, stature is different, so everything about you. Stop comparing your life, your timeline. So when you compare your timeline, you lose your peace even without knowing it. Yes, you keep losing it. Tension, you get tensed up, and anytime tension steps in, friends, everything is gone. So all these were the things we treated last week. The cost of not protecting your peace. We want to continue. What is the cost of you not protecting your peace? Remember this morning we are looking at why you must protect your peace. That's why we mentioned all the ones we've listed so far. We told us what peace is not and what peace is, and why people lose their peace without even knowing it. And then now we want to look at the cost of not protecting your peace. If you fail to protect your peace, if you fail to take what we are doing this morning seriously, it's a very costly one, right? When you don't protect your peace, you start making your decision based on emotion. Your decisions will be based on emotion. You don't check things before you do. Yes, you don't decide based on the reality or you thinking critically. You do it from emotion because your emotion is the one controlling you now. No peace. No man that is not peaceful will be able to think right, to do something correctly. It's not. Your mind controls you. So when you lose your peace, when you fail to control, to take care of this aspect of your life, when you fail to protect your peace, you start making your decisions based on your emotion. Maybe this person around you does not mean harm, is good, coming around, even trying to help you. But because of series of incidents that have happened, you will start judging this other good person coming around, probably to help you based on what has happened. You will start misinterpreting what they are doing around you. You will begin to act differently from what you would have acted, from the way you would have acted normally, because you are not the one in charge. It's your emotion that is in charge, right? So acting based on emotion, making decisions based on emotion is not a good one at all. It's not. It makes you to have wrong judgment, to criticize people who you are supposed to stand by, people who mean well for you. You will misunderstand them to be people who are from the opposite side, the opponent. Someone is saying something positively to help you, you will take it as the other person who is criticizing you. So you see, when you don't control your emotion, you will act based on emotion, not reality. So your peace is very important. Very important. When you fail to protect your peace, you will act instead of respond. Someone is speaking to you. Someone is trying to bring up a business idea. Someone is racking brain. Someone is looking ahead and then is trying to fish out something that can have a lasting effect on the people, for both of you to go into partnership. And then, because you fail to protect your peace, you are taking what this person is doing to be someone who is coming to extort from you. You will be reacting instead of responding. You will be doing things that even the other person who is coming with proposal will be thinking, what have I done wrong? What is going on here? When you hear people ask you, what is going on? Why are you saying this? I don't understand. What do you mean? You should know that you are already saying something that is in a different wavelength from what they are thinking. Yes. So when you fail to protect your peace, you see yourself moving on a different wavelength to be compared to those who are coming to you with positive mindsets, right? You will just mix everybody up. Not everyone who is evil, no. There are very good, very wonderful people out there, right? But then when you fail to protect your peace, you mistaken this for this. That is why protecting your peace is very important. It's the gateway to your success. It's the gateway to your progress. It's the gateway to you achieving your goal. When you don't have peace, you can never achieve anything. No matter how hard you try, you will see yourself keep making mistakes. Imagine you have insulted this man or woman that came with good intention, trying to make inquiries, asking you questions, trying to bring up some things, then thinking of a business idea. You will just feel, this one, what are you doing? You think I'm just a child that you come and be doing this with? I think I'm a toy. I think I'm one of those that can fall for this. You yahoo or whatever. You will just say something that will throw the person away from you. If you are even in business without you protecting your peace, it's even dangerous. Very dangerous. A customer can come, a very wonderful customer with great probability of continuing with you, buying good things, wonderful things from you. But then because of the reaction of that customer initially, because of the action, because of who the person is, you don't understand him or her, the nature, or because of where he or she is coming from at that moment, you don't know what happened there. The person just came with one kind of emotion like that. then you are the type, you don't control your peace, you are not peaceful, and this person, with the tension he or she arrive in your shop, you give him or her back. Give it to me, I give it to you, right? And then that is it. From that day, that customer never comes to your shop again. This might be a customer who has potential, who could have worked very well with you, but because you failed to protect your peace, it's already reflecting, right? And then you are chasing people from you. So protecting your peace is very important. Even for those of us that are workers, right? You work in the office and then you fail to protect your peace, you scattered tension everywhere, and then your boss just came and gave you one work. Because of the way your state of mind is, you won't put the work together. Oh, the boss comes. What is the meaning of this? What have you done? And even you say, what have I done? Is it not the work you gave me? Oh, uncle, congratulations for losing your job. So protecting your peace is very important, no matter what you want to do in life. Even if you're a student, you are not peaceful, your heart is not at rest, you can't study, you can't read. If your lecturer should do anything, you see yourself just reacting the way you should not. Imagine you speaking at your lecturer, speaking back at the lecturer in the lecture hall. You just make any statement anyhow. Uncle, congratulations to carry over. So you see, peace, protecting your peace is very important. Very important. You can carry tension into places that are for joy, places that are for peace, if you don't control your peace, right? Peaceful environment, but because you are tensed, everything is tensed around you. Simple conversation can become a very terrible insult to you because of your state of mind, right? Someone can say good morning. The way they say that good morning can sound like disrespect to you because of your state of mind. So friends, peace is very important. If you want to keep living on earth and be happy, you need to protect your peace. It's very necessary. Now, practical ways to protect your peace. Remember, this is a topic we treated last week, Wednesday, but network will not allow us finish it. And then we are finishing it today, so we are not staying long. Please stay around, right? Practical ways to protect your peace. Number one, set emotional boundaries. That is very wonderful. Emotional boundaries can go a long way to helping you maintain your peace. Not everything have access to the inner mind. Not everyone should have access to your inner being. How? Anyone can have access to you physically. They can have eye contact with you. They can touch you. They can do anything physically. But then, for that to be transferred to your inner being is in your capacity. It's only in your hands to allow anything physically being transferred to your inner being. You can have a discussion, and then this discussion is not really okay to you. If you don't want it to enter in, shut it there. Use other things to fill your mind. Start thinking about your goals. Start thinking about other activities you need to carry out at that moment. Don't allow that discussion to settle within you. It's until it settles that it can take out your peace. If it does not, no matter the discussion, if you like, it's something that has to do with insult. The person insulted you, insulted your parents, your grandparents. It's until you allow it settle in you, it cannot have effect in your life. Yes. But when you allow yourself to start thinking, imagine that small boy, that small girl open her mouth to say this, you are thinking over it. That is when it will affect you. If not, as it has happened that day, and you don't allow it, anytime, the first thing remains that we will keep remembering the incidents, but then as it's coming, use something else to cover it up. Give yourself excuses why probably he has done that. Give yourself reasons you should not take him serious. Yes, that time of thinking about him, use it to think about something you need to do to accomplish a task. For me, most times when things like that comes up, I will think of content I need to create, deadlines I need to meet. Okay, because I have animation platforms, right? I'll be thinking of, okay, I've not prepared the script for this. I think I need to start the animation work. I think this content, I will occupy my mind. I will try shifting my attention from that thing, right? And as long as your attention is not on it, it can never take your peace. So, emotion, setting emotional boundaries, knowing the things that can enter inside you, the things that cannot enter, is a good way to protect your peace. Not everyone deserves access to your inner world. Not everyone. Not everyone. They can have access to you physically, they can say anything they want to say, but they should not have access to your inner world. Is that inner world that your peace is dependent on, not the physical one. The physical one is the opening, right? Is where you see, where you act, you react, everything happens in the physical world. But then the inner one is one that takes the effects, the, it suffers whatever happens in the physical world. That is the one you should guard. You should not allow anyone's behavior that is negative to enter there. Don't. You can decide to be happy inside even when something is happening wrongly. Just remember something that makes you happy. Remember those times, those activities that you carried out, or the ones that you are planning ahead. Keep imagining how it will look like. You'll be happy within. Then the next one, learn to say no without guilt. We are looking at the practical ways to protect your peace. Learn to say no without guilt. Not everything you do, not every conversation you welcome, you sit down and converse. Please, I would have loved to, but I think there is something I need to meet up with right now. You have said no already. Yes. Not, please, I want to say, can we talk about this? Can we look at this thing that is happening? Don't you think we talk about it? Instead of saying, no, I'm not interested. I don't think that thing is okay. I can't, I don't think, see anything it can add to me. Instead of saying that, I would have loved to, but then there is this thing I want to complete. That is the time you should remember an assignment you have not done, right? That is the time you should remember the content you have not created. That is the time you remember the errand your parents sent you that you've not gone for. That is the time you should remember the book you plan reading you have not read. That is the time you should remember something you would have done but that you've not done, right? Everybody must have something you would have done, whether for at the moment or before. There is always something. Remember that thing and use it as excuse. I would have loved to, but there is this thing I wanted to do, but I could not do it. I want to do it now. You have already said no to that proposal without guilt. The person will not feel you are turning him down or whatever. And even if they feel so, of which most of them will not feel so because of the approach. in life, most things we do, the approach matter. Yes. So learn to say no without guilt. And there are some cases you can say no politely. You might not even want to use anything for excuse, right? Depend on the situation. You can say no. No, please. I don't think this is what I would love to do right now. This is not okay for me right now. This is not beneficial right now. I think I would prefer to do this. You have said no. So learn to say no without guilt. That is how you can protect your peace. If not, things will always be coming. They'll be throwing themselves at you. One thing or the other will always be coming. Will always be coming. Seeking for your attention. In life, one thing or the other must seek for your attention. Yes. But then, which one do you give your attention to? That is what matters. That is what defines you. That is what defines your peace. Which one do you give your attention to? Learn to say no without guilt. The next one is stop over explaining yourself. We mentioned this earlier. We are talking of how to maintain your peace, the practical ways. Stop over explaining yourself. If something happened and then you have explained yourself, good. Don't try to explain again and again. You want them to really understand. If you have explained for them to understand, they are not understanding, leave the understanding to them and leave them to the understanding. Period. So don't overdo it. They must understand. I used to do that before when I was much younger. Oh, you don't say something that is not correct. I did this, and then you are misunderstanding it to be this. I will want to prove it. I will want to say something and say another one, and I will sure love to do something, say something, act something for you to understand where I'm going to. But that was draining. Oh, do you know how many words you must have spoken? Do you know the number of energy that you would have taken out of yourself? And talking drains. So friends, it's like I did not understand that before. When I was much younger, it's like I don't understand talking drains until now that I'm getting older, right? When someone is talking over and over again, it drains. At a point you become weak. So why stressing yourself? Why? Stop over explaining yourself. The next one is reduce digital noise. We are talking about practical ways to protect your peace. Reduce digital noise. You watch this one and you are tensed. You watch this one and your peace is gone. You watch this one, oh, I did not have this. Oh, this is not happening to me. Oh, look at, they're enjoying their lives and me, I'm here. Oh, look, noise is everywhere. Reduce it. If you know that watching a particular channel will always make you feel less of yourself, always make you lose your peace, stop watching it. No one is saying you must watch it. Are we together? If you know that coming to Real Words platform always makes you feel less of yourself, makes you feel lose your peace, the negative way, not the one that they are pushing to go and do something positive and then you feel you are losing your peace, right? But if you feel it's making you lose your peace, stop coming. Stop coming, because your peace is important to us. Your peace is very much important to us. You hear of hypertension up and down. Any heart that is peaceful hardly has the trace of hypertension. It's tension that has gone high, the hyper one. Your blood reacts to what you feel. It reacts to what happens within you. And what happens within you is as a result of what you allowed to enter you from what is happening around you. So you see, if you are peaceful within, hypertension will be far from you. So reduce digital noise, reduce it. Our generation is filled with this noise. Oh, it's filled with this noise. Most especially with the younger generation and even the older generation said they have joined. Are they not the ones even on the social media more than us now? Mm-hmm. So guys, your peace is very important. The next one is pray before reacting. Pray before reacting. For you to maintain your peace, something has happened, pray before reacting. I think this morning I wanted to send, it just occurred to me, something happened yesterday, and then I was very busy yesterday, so I did not think over everything. This morning it started coming. One mind was like, this thing is coming to steal something from you, right? Your day, your money, your precious time, right? And then that thing within was telling me I should send text message to correct this, do this, do this. Another mind said, calm down. Later you will know what to do. Yes. When you pray before reacting, you will know the right thing to do. So always pray before reacting for your peace, right? So even after this live stream, maybe later, the tension will even calm down. And then I will know exactly what to do. If at the end of the day I do not see need of sending any message, I will let it lie, right? But then if there is need, of course, I will send down. Yeah. So guys, what we are saying is your peace is very important. Protect it. Pray before you act. Whatever it is. Even if it is just simple prayer. Oh, help me, Lord. You are tense, things are happening. You want to react, you want to say something. Please, Lord, help me. Breathe in, out. Then you will think straight to react. Then peace will come, right? Delay your reaction. Yes, when you pray, it delays your reaction and then peace will take charge. Peace does not mean you are ignoring what you need to do. You are doing what you need to do, but with wisdom. Yeah, with wisdom and with much sense. Mhm. When you are tense, the tendency of you doing things out of your real sense is high. You just say something. That is why most times after everything, you end up going to apologize, right? That is for those who need peace because you reacted out of proportion. Your reaction was out of proportion. You did this, you did this, you did that, you said this. At the end of the day, when you are calm, start thinking over everything you have said, everything you have done, and say, this one, correct. I know do one way. Then you go back to apologize, right? But that can be controlled if you pray, if you calm down, delay that action a little, you would have settled it. So, guys, this is what we have for why you must protect your peace. For those seeing us for the first time, this is Real Word with Susan. We give clarity about purpose and faith. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe. We stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Monday, Wednesdays, the clarity version, the purpose version, but then Friday is the faith version of the platform. We also stream on TikTok 8 p.m. If you don't see us 8 p.m., you will see us 8:30 on TikTok, Real Word with Susan. Thank you so much for always coming around. We appreciate your presence. We appreciate all the time you always spend here. Thank you, and we believe you are getting value. Yes, we believe that. Believe that. Do well to connect with us more through the community. Go in there, drop your thoughts, drop what you think, drop what you think we should work on. Yes, that shows you have heart for us. You are concerned about us. But then the first one we have noticed is the network. Sincerely, we are praying on what else to do, because what you can see right there, that white thing, is the Wi-Fi. And then if Wi-Fi is still misbehaving, I don't know what kind of internet is to stay, right? So guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. See you again on Wednesday. Thank you and bye bye for now.